Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a reading on meeting the new you, this new version of yourself that you have no idea you will be, or something that you are stepping into as we speak. So I'm going to allow you some time to pick your image. I'll give you about 10 seconds, but of course, pause the video if you need more time. All right, so hopefully you guys had enough time to choose your image. Let's get right into this reading. It's going to be really good. So welcome, pile number one. We are going to be discussing the newest version of yourself. Now, some of the things that I will be saying, you may not fully process because this is going to be an unrecognizable new energy. And other things may make sense. Keep that in mind as I read your blueprint. You may be stepping into it in the future or as we speak. So first, we're going to discuss your past energy first to see if this will truly resonate for you. So pile one, your past was made up of indecision, anxiety, addictions, regret, choices that kept you on this hellish cycle, repetitive situations overall. Even if you tried or attempted to do things, it ended up being blocked for you, backfiring, or just simply not working out. You may have had a lot of endings in your relationships or whatever you wanted to invest your energy into. It may have felt like you were constantly hitting a wall. If you guys were trying to put yourself out there back then, or just with other people in general in person, um, there was a lot of internal struggles that you may have not realized that you were in, or you had to kind of overcome a lot of things that were inside of you that needed to be fixed, healed, looked at. And it was just a lot of hurdles that you had to face with yourself on a daily basis. I'm hearing you were getting used to your body. Maybe you were getting used to being a human. You didn't really know all the challenges that came with being a human. Basically, the things that came easily to others did not come easy to you. I'm picking up on a lot of overthinking on all your plans. You came from a worrying, overthinking, anxious, stressful energy. Pile one, your energetic field was very dense, restrictive, and fearful. It's as if your being was like, why the am I here? I don't want to be here. And your relationships may have been karmic, immature, not really having a solid foundation to last or be worth even holding on to. You went through a lot with people, and it's been nothing but a series of lessons and character development on your end and on their end. You may have been naive to people's intentions, and just how human nature is as a whole. Its behavior, why people move a certain way, their hidden motivations, why they do certain things. Also, you may have opened up or shared things that are important to you to just anybody, or just very readily without seeing if they deserved that information. Maybe you were just so trusting that you let people have access to you in some way, It could have been physically, verbally, or just overall your presentation altogether. It doesn't have to be just physically, it could be just having access to certain information about you. There was this accessibility and vulnerability in how you carried yourself. And yeah, so I'm seeing you opened up too much to people you barely knew, or you've revealed things about yourself that may have backfired, or just you think twice about it now. But yeah, also you may have been revealing, like with your clothes. Maybe you easily allowed people into your space, granting them too much access of your body, your time, or your energy. It could be one of those things or all of those things. It doesn't have to even be information or your body. It could be you granted people too much access to your energy. So take what resonates. Um, yeah, I am seeing that you rushed into things without properly vetting people out or taking the time out to see who it is you're friends with or who it is you will be dating. You may have just been blinded to people's intentions and you look past red flags with people. And part one, you may have even known or gotten certain feelings about people and you straight up ignored your intuition. You straight up got the signs and you weren't blinded, you just ignored it. So it's going to be different for each person and how things used to transpire in your life, but you get the gist. Whatever happened, it was coming from a place of you not knowing, not realizing, not being fully aware, and just overall being naive, having blind faith in people overall. So, Pawan, I am seeing that the newest version of you will be attracting stalkers, okay? People from your past that you were once connected to, people in the present. It may be hard to forget that you once existed in these people's lives from your past. And this can be any type of relationship, platonic, romantic, familial. Perhaps you left someone in their feelings because that's what I'm seeing here. Someone is feeling salty about you, Pawan. This person loves to talk about you while indulging in certain vices, whatever they like to do, whether it's drinking, smoking, going out. This person purposely goes out of their way to forget you. For example, moving, okay? Going to a different city, talking to someone new, getting in a new relationship, getting a new job, changing their entire friend group. Whatever significant changes that they make or made in their life, something is still holding them back. Whoever they are gossiping to doesn't really want to hear it anymore either, because it's something in what this past person is saying. Something's not adding up. The math ain't mathin'. So whoever they are talking to may also be stalking you or seeing what you are all about while you are out here living your best life, minding your business. Whoever you left in your past may like to use you to make whoever they are connecting to insecure or something. Or maybe how everything is playing out is causing insecurity. There's like this comparison that's happening as well. I'm going to find out who this person is. 1 second. So I am getting strong mothering energy, strong nurturing energy. So Cancer doesn't have to be specifically a Cancer, but that's what I'm getting strongly. They could be in their feminine, if not that. So take what resonates. I'm getting someone who is passive in nature for the most part. So this person could be salty because maybe you're entertaining someone new. You have a new boyfriend, you have a new girlfriend, or you're really into somebody in the talking stages, or you're showing someone off. I don't know. This person's salty because you didn't take a risk with them, or you decided that they weren't worth getting to know, or like you removed yourself from this person. I'm getting strongly, you realize who you were or are, and there was some incompatibility with you guys, and you may have rushed into the connection or looked past certain things about this person. But yeah, you freed yourself from it basically. So yeah, anyways, back to the subject at hand. This new you, Pawan, is very experimental in general with all things. And one thing that is sticking out to me is your spells or manifestations. You may be experimenting with those as well. You are going to have a newfound loyalty to yourself by honoring your needs in life. If a person, place, or thing feels off or like you can't trust it, you will be moving accordingly. There's this playing checkers type of energy that you used to be in, but now you are playing chess. So the way you will be moving is using more strategy rather than simple, straightforward thinking, and you're going to be less focused on immediate results. You will be thinking in a more complex manner and taking longer to execute your plans, prioritizing careful planning over reacting or moving too quickly. You will be considering multiple factors now, multiple outcomes, and there will be this like side effect from growing your intuition. For example, not being able to turn off your awareness when it comes to other people thinking about you, pulling on your energy, having obsessive thoughts over you. It's almost as if you will be experiencing what they are experiencing. So that can get confusing, right? You're here thinking that you're feeling this way when no, baby, you're picking up on how someone feels about you. And you're basically discerning between the two. Is it me or am I just picking up on somebody? So yeah, Pawan, you will literally feel how other people feel about you potently, even when they're not there. Now, depending on who it is, you may be a bit annoyed from time to time. I'm seeing that because it's distracting or because of who it is. It can also, like I said before, be confusing at times. And I'm going to say this again so you like cement this in your brain. You may think you are the one dwelling on situations, but are you really dwelling or are you picking up on what's going on? If you take out time to reflect, maybe journal how you feel, you'll see where you're really at in your journey with your relationships. You will get to know yourself on a deeper level to know the difference if it's you or them. And it will become more and more clear to you if you are honest about how you really feel in situations. So, yeah, you will know if you are in your feelings and dwelling, or if you have worked through your emotions by facing them and honoring the ebbs and flows. Knowing that, yes, I felt my feelings, I accepted them, and now I can move forward as best as I can. And if you are on the latter, then yes, you are picking up on telepathic communication. So I'm seeing that you guys will be protecting yourself in a new way with a more mature approach. Having love for yourself is what's going to make you solid. And love is a huge part of the brand new you. It was this incredible missing piece to this puzzle. And once you come into this loving energy more and more, or little do you know, you will then realize why everyone talks about how important it is, how grand it feels, and how it can cause great change. Nothing will be the same after experiencing this love, Pawan. The way you see things will transform from problems to situations. Things will make so much more sense to you. You will only value what you can control. If people, things, opportunities, or whatever you're trying to make work fall by the wayside, there will be this understanding of divine timing, things outside of your control that have nothing to do with you, what other people may be going through, and why they're acting a certain way, how human nature can play a role in how things kind of unfold, and just other things that have nothing to do with you, basically. You're just going to have this greater understanding and this peace within you to let bygones be bygones, and just how all of us can be on this unique journey, and you're just going to be staying in your lane and understanding that however somebody's journey goes along, that's fine. And you're going to be respecting that. You will be understanding the moving parts and complexities of life and why things happen. The new you will be feeling more lighter, okay, as a result of this deep understanding. And you will definitely feel this on an energetic level too. And others will feel this coming from you as well. In this new chapter of your life, you will use negative energy sent towards you and flip it on its head. Okay? So, negative situations from your past or present will be used as an energetic charge to push you forward to make improvements in your life. Whether it's getting your mind right, getting your body right, stabilizing your finances, getting your emotions in check, or putting yourself out there and doing things that make you stand out. This is the type of energy that basically you never want to be down bad ever again. And you are making it evident. You are making things obvious. Like if you were played by someone at some point, for example, you will never want to be played with ever again. If you were always struggling with money or you just never had much, you will never want to go without ever again. If you were always looked at as naive, you weren't smart enough, or somebody people laughed at was never good enough, underestimated in any type of way, Pawan, you want to have the last laugh now. That's going to be your energy. You will never want to follow through with things unless you are absolutely sure or know what's up with people, places, or things. And another thing, you don't want to ignore your intuition this time. You don't want to ignore your insights or advice that you know you should take. You don't want to play yourself ever again. And if you feel some type of way about a person, place, or a thing, you're going to take it seriously. Like you're going to come to a certain judgment about this person and you're not going to just brush it off or be like something that just goes in one ear and out the other. Nah, you're going to be like, oh, this is how I feel. I'm going to take that seriously because how I feel about this person is a key component to how they are. If someone makes you feel insecure, you're going to be like, you're going to take that seriously. Like, why are you making me feel insecure? That means I can't trust you. Or if someone makes you feel safe, you're going to take that seriously and like open up more to them. Whatever opinions that you form about other people or certain judgments, you're going to have this discernment and where it's not going to be overlooked. You will be listening to yourself, Pawan. This is a big deal. Okay? And I'm hearing, I'll be damned. Okay? So you are taking the lead and becoming your own boss. You are leading yourself. You are directing your own energy as best as you can. I'm not saying you're going to be perfect. You're just going to be in charge of something or in charge of yourself. It could be a business or it could just be you. You are leveling up in some manner because you are more in control now. The new you is more in control, more strategic, and more thoughtful. In the past, your energy was like a wildfire, okay? I cannot be tamed. Rapidly spreading, causing great uncontrollable damage to yourself and others. But now it's becoming a bonfire, a more controlled fire. You still shouldn't get too close because it's a fire, it could burn you, but it's way less hazardous to yourself and others now. This bonfire, basically you, will be used for a specific purpose, whether you are in this energy right now as we speak or in the future. This new you will be hyper fixated on goals that benefit you, that actually give back to you in some way, shape, or form. You may be needing to go outside more or prioritize nature because this will help in clearing your mind, clearing your thoughts, and you will be taking steps to do that. Or this is something that you need to take heed. I have multiple cards here of you being in your head a lot or just having to sort out your thoughts. Going outside helps with that, and going outside helps with being burnt out because it recharges you naturally. So, yeah, you will be going outside a lot more and setting that as a very important goal in your life as well, just like the main ones. The new you will begin to understand the importance of resting. Before, you may have known the concept, yes, we should rest. Yes, I know the concept of why we should, and yeah, it makes sense. But like you will be taking steps to rest, and you will be viewing things with a balanced approach. It may have been too easy for you to overindulge in things, but that way of being no longer serves you, Part 1. Being too focused on things can cause a mental breakdown, like being too obsessive with just one way of doing things. Um, Not nurturing other things that kind of need to be balanced out, basically. So, yeah, that can definitely affect you mentally. So, you are releasing or learning to release that part of your personality. And you're realizing when you don't take care of your needs as a whole, you can start to develop negative emotions like resentment or anger and feel as if you want to give up completely. And then you'll indulge in another extreme direction. So, yeah, the key here in this new version of yourself will be balance. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. How you'll know you're in this energy too is when you're going to be like, I'm not going to try to tackle this project all in one day. I'm just going to do a little bit today. And tomorrow I'm going to do a little bit of that, or I'll take a break. You're literally going to be balancing out your entire life. And that's how you're going to know that you're in this energy when you are embracing the slowness and you're just in less of a rush to get things done. Another thing is you're less in a rush to speak. Your mindset, Pal 1, will be different because you actually value the results that take longer because the reward for being patient is much greater than moving fast. And you realize that when you move fast, you end up making more mistakes anyways, or you end up tweaking things. So you're going to be chilling, okay? Your process, your journey is mastering this. It's not just getting to this point and then you're there. It's the ebbs, it's the flow of life, maintaining it, falling off, and getting right back on track. You are endlessly creating yourself. And there's this sense of peace that you have with that, this deep knowingness within you, Pawan. Multiple people in this new era may be sexually curious about you, Pawan. And this may have to do with your wittiness, your charm, how you present yourself. You may be a very energetic person and it's contagious. Also, you're literally taking those steps too to put yourself out there. You're going to be out there in public a lot, taking photos, snippets, videos. The best way I can describe you is the same way you would describe the moon, whether it is your aesthetic, your personality, or beyond that. It could be that you are very intuitive or you're just naturally very feminine. For others that don't resonate with that, maybe you like a nighttime aesthetic, when the moon's out. That's your aesthetic. Or you're just more inspired at night. You create things at night. You're drawn towards the night, right? So this can really go many ways. You could just be a naturally very nurturing, loving person. You could be just in your feelings yourself, emotional, or something very healing about you and your connections to others. Perhaps people feel safe to open up to you emotionally and are drawn towards you. There's so many ways to describe the moon, to interpret that. But if you were to sit down and meditate on whatever descriptive words that pop into your own mind, that will be way better and accurate than what I'm even saying. So don't underestimate your own insights, your own intuition, or whatever pops up into your brain right now. So what's popping up in your brain right now, Pawan? So yeah, point is you're capturing the attention of other people as you're putting yourself out there more and more. And this is generating a curiosity about you. This new you is more at peace with where you are directing your energy and will. There will be no FOMO, Pawan. And another thing I'm getting is I don't care what you look like, Pawan. The thing about you in this new era is going to be the energy that you bring to the table. The thing that people will feel the most is your energy. I just wanted to point that out. Of course, you can add physical traits because physical is very telling as well. And then it does play an important role too. But I'm getting the thing about you that's going to be standing out the most is your energy. So it's not exactly what you're putting out there on display, it's the energy behind it. That is what's generating a curiosity about you. So, yeah. Anyways, this new you is more at peace with where you're directing your energy. There will be no fear of missing out. You won't feel like you need to be included in outings or like you want to do what everyone else is doing. You're going to be focusing on what you want to do, your own interests, your business, your hobbies, your routine, your self care. You will be craving learning new things more and more, whatever it may be. This can be from frivolous things to school activities to learning lyrics to a new song to learning a new dance to learning something for work, um, skateboard tricks, financial literacy, memorizing an entire encyclopedia, learning how to do TikTok dances, recipes, modern day influencing. Whatever you guys may want to learn will be different for each and every one of you. Don't underestimate whatever it is you feel drawn to learn. I want to say that for some reason. Also, as you mature, you will feel this warmth within you that kind of envelops your being. Imagine looking at yourself from a third perspective. Pawan, this is how you're going to be viewing yourself from like a third person. Clearly seeing yourself for the first time and adoring yourself, seeing what other people see in you, your quirks, what you know, the way you intellectualize things, the way you laugh, the way you put things together. Perhaps you're creating things on a whim and then going about your day. And eventually you're going to look back on your creations and you will be like, that's pretty cool that I did that. This appreciation for them, no matter how simple they can seem. There's just this overall feeling of pride and serenity that will be encompassing your being. Now, once you experience this self love, Pawan, you will come to find that there's no better feeling than inwardly having this love for yourself that never goes away. Instead of having that fleeting validation that comes from others that you need constantly. Now, of course, we are social creatures, so it's best to have a balance of both and not go so far off the deep end with either truth. When you experience that love, or if you're experiencing that love now, you will witness how it sets you more and more free, which your soul very much so appreciates and wants. You won't feel the need to compare yourself to others. Or when people shine too, you won't feel as triggered by their light. Your own internal demons won't be irritated from that like they used to. It won't happen as often, or you won't feel this sense of urgency, this insecurity burning from within you. You won't want to avoid certain things that you used to avoid because of that. That overwhelms you, like running away from relationships or places or opportunities altogether. How when you will use others as sources of inspiration when you need them. Like if you do come across somebody that is amazing or looks absolutely stunning, you're going to use that as a source of inspiration instead of being triggered or dread or being hopeless or just wanting to be sad about it. You're going to be like, wow, the way they come across is something I kind of want to be like. So I'm going to take steps to be motivated by them coming across my path instead of being like, I'll never measure up to that person. You know what I mean? So you're going to be using people as sources of inspiration instead of being jealous, basically, or insecure. If someone has more money than you, same thing. You're not going to be like, "Oh, I'm never going to measure up." You're going to be like, okay, what can I do to put me on that path? Or what steps can I take today to make myself feel better about the situation? And another big part of this journey, this new you're going to be concerning yourself about your own progress, tracking your own progress, and your own accumulation of wealth and prosperity, prioritizing staying in your own lane. You're going to be looking at your own mindset, staying on track as best as you can, rather than on the welfare of others. And how you will know that you are in the beginning phases of this energy or in the midst of it is a certain person will be chasing you. Pawan. This is how you're gonna know as well if you're in this energy. Someone will be plotting on their own comeback, and this person has strong Libra placements. This is someone who can't stop missing you, and they're being tortured by thoughts of you. This is also somebody who is into cars, someone who gets jealous easily, has a ton of tattoos, or has certain tattoos. This is the bad boy, bad girl archetype. They may have their aesthetic like that. They may have their personality like that. They could be a natural manifester themselves. And while I'm describing this person, I am hearing the lyrics from Marvin's Room by Drake when he says, F that person that you love so bad. I know you still think about the times we had. I'm just saying, you can do better. So yeah, I don't know if you're with someone new or you're entertaining somebody simultaneously while someone else is mad about it. I don't know. It's a little bit confusing because I feel like there's more than one person involved in this new chapter. But whatever is going on with that situation is to be continued. Actually, it's not. Hold on. I'm going to find out more information. Let's see. So this person is in love with you, Pawan. And yeah, like I said, they're going to be chasing you very heavily. So, Pawan, you may be feeling extremely triggered when it comes to this person, just fed up with this person overall. Like, you've had enough. Like, you can't take it anymore. And either this person was under a lot of illusion or something about this person was unstable in some way. There may have been like a lot of things that were hidden from you, or you may have felt like you couldn't trust this person because your energy is the moon. You felt insecure around this person, basically. You didn't feel safe in this person's presence. Now, the energy in between you two is gossip. So both of you guys are talking about each other. One of you guys could be trying to stay centered or just aligning yourself with your own personal values, aligning yourself with the universe as best as you can. And the other person may be feeling trapped or feeling like back and forth, in and out, or they just feel stuck in some way. In between you two is also this lack of boundaries. Like, I want to say that for some reason, like the energy in between you guys are like a lack of boundaries. And the person who's going to be chasing you is heavy in a reflective state. They're going to be thinking about you non-stop, okay? Thinking about what happened, daydreaming, feeling nostalgic, realizing what they're missing out on. And they could be a type of person who is very promiscuous, needs a lot of attention, needs a lot of physical attention, is what I want to say. And you guys can switch roles as well. So if you feel like this isn't resonated, maybe switch roles. Or it can just not be for you. You could be attracting a lot of suitors towards you, or just a lot of friendships, people in general towards you, a lot of opportunities. You're in this very magnetic state. I'm seeing a light bulb and a bunch of moths surrounding it or being drawn towards it. So at this time, you will be attracting a lot. When this person confesses their feelings, they're going to be revealing a secret. And the secret is that they want you back. This person could have been bankrupt at some point, whether that's with their finances or emotionally, spiritually. And something about your reaction is going to be kind of shocked, because on the outside, they were running away. They weren't showing you anything. And that's why it's a secret. Like, you really felt like this person did not care at all. Like, maybe you try to find out information, or they try to find out information on you. There was still this like doubt inside of you about this person. On the outside, they showed this detachment and basically the complete opposite of how they actually feel. They might have put things that didn't matter above you. They might have valued the wrong things in life. They put the wrong things on a pedestal. Maybe whatever they attracted in their life, they put on a pedestal. They're going to be offering you something because the greatest thing, and this is what they're realizing, check out that reading. What are people realizing about you? And channel this person to get more information, okay? But they're going to be realizing that the best thing that's ever happened to them was you. But there's something very immature about their energy that held them back from seeing the truth. There may be also a lot of things that may have been going on in their own life and in their own home, outside factors. This person who's going to be chasing you may be popular themselves, or they're idolized or put on a pedestal themselves, just like you, Pal One, or something like that. If not that they're famous, they may be popular. But I'm getting the lyrics: we threw a party, yeah, we threw a party. People came over, yeah, we threw a party. I was just calling because they were just leaving. Talk to me, please. Don't have much to believe in. I need you right now. Are you down to listen to me? But yeah, that's the lyrics that I'm getting. So that may make sense to someone who needs to hear that. I don't know. It's so hard sometimes to do these readings because I don't know what's going on. But yeah, anyways, let's get back to the subject at hand. Paul One, you have a lot of tea, okay? There's a lot of juicy things that will be happening to you in this era, because I'm getting pulled into this affair, this drama, this energy of things happening around you. I keep getting sucked in. So some clues to know who this person is, or just the situation at hand to know if it's for you, is that they may like the color red a lot. They may have a red car. They may love to listen to Kid Phantom, the artist Kid Phantom. Ooh, I'm getting the lyric from Code Red by Darcy. Reasons we got ways to cope, said the least and did the most. So something about how this person's coping, like they have a lot of reasons why they are the way they are. And this person may have not said too much to you, but did the absolute most when they were out of your energy or just after things transpired. Another thing is something about this situation is going to capture your attention very strongly. Like it's going to alert you, alarm you, surprise you. There's just some like an exclamation point. That's what I'm getting, like mayday, mayday, like holy, there's something very strong, potent about this. Whatever is going on with that situation, I'm just going to leave it there. It's to be continued. I'm sure there's so much to it. So yeah, back to the energy of your new personality. There is this feeling of waiting a long time to get your happy ending or for things to turn into your favor, for it to be your turn in some way, for things to click for you, for your life to make sense, for you to realize why everything had to happen the way it did or why you struggled so much. But yeah, you've been chilling, trying to see some sort of light at the end of the tunnel, or at least obtain a sense of wholeness. Perhaps to be vindicated, to get some concrete evidence of you being on the right path, or just receiving more answers in general. But either way, when this comes in and when you get your stuff together and as things simultaneously fall into place, the results of whatever your desires are will be, I repeat, will be exceeding your expectations in some way, shape, or form. Something will be working out in your favor and you will be receiving the last laugh in some manner. Maybe you had to wait and see everybody else receive what they want. Maybe you had to be last. But there's something long lasting about whatever it is you're receiving, something that can't be taken away from you. And there's also something timeless about it. It took a lot for you to get there, especially your mental strength and the spiritual battles that you had to face along the way. Now, what will this be? This thing that works out for you. It could be a person, it could be yourself, self-improvement, a career, a mindset, a sense of connection, money, emotional security. Maybe what you want, Padawan, is you just want to be a certain way. You just want to be at peace. Or perhaps you want it all. You're wanting or needing this colorful life full of rich experiences that requires even more energy, more effort, more patience, more willpower, and time. So yeah, there's a lot of discipline it takes and self-mastery to get to wherever it is that you want. So this new version of yourself, Pawan, is all things, but some traits that are standing out to me the most is very mystifying, dreamy, electric, sexy, and your voice. Something about your voice is playing an important role in this new era. The spiritual power that it holds. Your voice is a weapon, Pawan. I'm seeing a sword or a gun in my mind's eye, having the power to cause harm or to heal others. The things you say have a long lasting effect and imprint on others. Once again, how you use your voice, your words can cause pain, or it can create a sense of peace or relief for others. There can even be long lasting effects on the things you don't say, the things you ignore, ghosting, maybe taking a hiatus, deciding to disappear from it all. The new you, POW number 1, will naturally invoke obsessive behaviors from others surrounding you in every sense of the word. You elicit extreme reactions in the behaviors of others, and this is hidden from you. You don't realize this, but yeah, you naturally invoke the sense of possessiveness over your energy. Even in your friendships, most people prefer to have you on a leash for some reason. They may need to check themselves emotionally, especially the ones who act weird the most. And this is not all your friends, this is just a few or one or two. But yeah, overall, your friends will be grateful for you because you are just someone that they can actually count on to help them figure things out or just to chill with, to vibe with. Your friends just like your company, okay? You are an experience to others when you are in a high spirit, when you are feeling vibrant. Like I said earlier, your energy rubs off on other people, especially when you're giddy. But if you have to have serious talks from time to time, you can do that as well. You can sit down and get really deep. And people really do learn from how you are and from what you say. The words you are saying to others in this new era is sticking with people. There's this impact that you're having on the people around you. And this new version of you is intense. And it's because of this weight that you still feel on your shoulders. You know, the new you will still feel obligated to do something that's important, or at least important to you. You are or will be feeling called towards something. There is this sense of urgency too, because there's only so much time we have, or something to do with how timing works. But it's okay because you will be making peace with it. Um, but yeah, like I'm getting this heaviness though, because it's like I'm feeling the energy of Pluto, like underlying feeling or this pervasive looming thing that is held over you and what you feel drawn towards. And even if it goes away for a while, it always comes back. Like this sense of responsibility always comes back. And this is something that I want to clarify. This is not something you have to do. This is something you want to do. I'm talking about something that is in your heart, that not everybody walks down this path. This is something that no one is literally making you do. This is something you just feel in your soul, in your heart, in your spirit, that this is going to make you feel fulfilled in some way. Whatever you will feel called to do, it will be requiring a lot out of you. It can be demanding and honestly a bit of a risk because of all the effort and time and thought that's put behind it. But guess what, Pawan? It is just as rewarding. Now, the calling that you feel in your heart will differ from person to person, of course. But I do keep hearing specifically bruja. That's what I keep hearing, bruja, which is witch in Spanish. So the new you will be really into manifesting, basically, getting into the craft. Now, if you did not involve ingredients before and kind of was just spontaneous about it, you will be, or in divine timing, you will be getting into that more. Also, another thing, it's going to be easier to do it too. Like it will feel effortless. Like you won't need to look up what everybody else is doing and how to do it. Like you might do it for some outline of how to go about it or what to keep in mind, but like your recipes will be your own and you will be using your own intuition for it. Of course, that's not going to resonate for everybody, but whatever your calling is, you'll be getting more into it, is what I'm saying. Another clue as to when you will be knowing that you're into this energy or you're starting to see that you're getting more and more into this new personality of yours is when you feel grateful constantly. You're just going to notice you're like just so grateful. And you're not going to really know like where it's coming from. You're just going to feel gratitude. Like I'm just happy to be here. And it's going to feel like as if nothing that is going on around you can move you or make you feel or think any differently. So yeah, I'm getting this very like grounded energy internally, like emotionally. There is this ungroundedness as well because you're going to be in your head a lot. But I'm feeling like emotionally, you're going to be feeling like not needing external validation to feel good inside. You're not relying on your external reality to give you permission to be happy, to feel grateful. It's not going to be about what really happens to you in this new era or chapter. This new personality of yours is not going to care about what things happen outside of them. Of course, to a certain extent, but it's not going to dictate your emotions like they once did before. Something about your internal dialogue will make you feel like life is on easy mode. Also, things that you manifest. Basically, I'm just seeing overall this theme of being internally fulfilled. So yeah, overall, there's this internal fulfillment with you, Pawan, and that's pretty much everything that I'm getting. So if you guys enjoyed this pile, if you enjoyed this reading, please comment, like, share, or subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next reading. Bye. So welcome, pile number 2. This is going to be your reading on meeting the newest version of yourself. So before we even get into the reading, there is this drama surrounding you. It may be a quick snippet of what you need to know, and it has to do with a past connection. I was getting very strongly somebody from the past, particularly your ex, but it doesn't have to resonate for each person. I'm just going with how I feel. So Spirit may want you to know that this past person is continuously leeching off of your energy, either energetically or in the physical realm. So they either won't leave you alone, they won't stop checking up on you. I don't know, something about this person is really attached to you. They could be having nightmares, or you just feel like this person is literally nagging you, or if you're not feeling it in the physical realm, you're like thinking about this person nonstop, or thoughts of them kind of pop up from time to time. So is this person energetically nagging you, or is this person physically nagging you, or both? I don't know. But this person may want to not continue being on this earth because of what happened, or maybe they're going through something now, or just how things panned out. The domino effect of what happened initially with you. This is a type of person to love bomb people and use finances as leverage. They could be a type of person who finds it difficult to express themselves and be authentic. There's a lot of deception around this person's persona. At times, they could act overly cautious, reserved. This person could also work in the government or could end up working for the government. This person may have trouble with their speech, like they could stutter or struggle to find the right words to express themselves correctly. So people could misunderstand them a lot, and it could cause a lot of frustration for them. And I'm just describing this person so you can understand who it is. And of course, you can switch roles if need be. And yeah, this person is dwelling on the past. Something is like whenever they try to take a step forward, something pulls them back. Something makes them feel like, what if? Or overall, they just struggle to move forward. So there's a lot of dwelling going on about whatever happened. And this person may struggle eating. They may not be properly giving themselves what they need nutrition wise. They could just not be caring about themselves at this moment. Things that normally make them happy, which is eating, is not even enjoyable anymore. I don't know. They're just not taking care of themselves, basically. So, this past person is basically realizing that the people that they invest their time, energy, effort into, and they could try with multiple people, um, it just comes up short. Like, there's nothing of substance, there's nothing of real value in whatever they put their energy, effort, time into. They like things that are easy, quick, and they like to get what they want, right? They like things that are glittery on the outside, new, shiny, pretty things, very superficial. And basically, all that glitters is not gold. And that's what they're realizing. There's a lack of depth to their connections, there's a lack of real and true intimacy, but they prioritize getting what they want so much and for things to be easy. And they're realizing that that's not what gets them what they actually want. The way they go about things isn't what actually provides them with this feeling of feeling satiated and fulfilled and content. So they're coming to these realizations basically. They thought that about you at some point, but as time goes on, they're realizing that they got it all twisted up and wrong. And the new you is still the real you. Like the way your persona and personality, like they can tell that that's authentically you, right? And you're not putting on a facade. Like how you come across on the outside is how you are on the inside. You're very real. And this person might have thought that that's not what they wanted, but it turns out they missed an opportunity, they missed a step, they got it all twisted up and wrong. The way they thought about you was wrong. And whoever they're attracting now, whatever connections they're in now, is making them realize that. So whether they're in multiple relationships, having flings, or whether they're with one person, who knows? It doesn't matter. They're having these realizations. The best metaphor I can describe how this person feels is they're watering dead flowers. They are watering flowers that are already dead, hoping, praying that the waters will magically come to life and grow, which is crazy. It's crazy to think that dead flowers are going to magically become alive and grow. Spirit may be actually just warning you against this person. I don't know if they're going to try to get back in your good graces. I don't know if they're going to try to mend things or talk to you or try to be friends again. I don't know. Something is up their sleeve, or this person is very manipulative, and yeah, you're just basically getting warned against this person to stay away, basically. This person is only going to break your heart. This person is only going to disappoint you at the end of the day. So just continue to keep your boundaries up. If you already did this, the hardest part is over. So if you really want to keep yourself happy, if you really want to find peace, then having this person in your life is not going to get you there. This person is the opposite of that. I don't care if they want to find happiness or they want to really find something that brings them, they don't know how to keep it, or they don't know how to treat it. They don't know how to actually go about what they want. So don't let them drag you down. And also, I don't care how good they look. Stay away. You walked away? Okay, cool. Stay away. What they say they want is one thing, but how they go about their life is another. Also, if you really want contentment, if you really want peace in a dynamic with another person, then you know what that comes with? That comes with things being still. Maybe you're not always having these exciting moments. Maybe it's a lot of routine, it's a lot of mundane things that you are now prioritizing. You're prioritizing that quietness. And this person doesn't know how to be quiet. This person doesn't know how to be still. And so when they get what they want, they get too easily bored, too easily swayed by other things, by other superficial things outside of them. And they don't know how to stay and be happy and be okay with having things that are kind of boring. Because if you really think about it, peaceful relationship is not going to have a lot of chaos. It's not going to have a lot of drama. It's going to be not boring to someone who wants that. That's going to be looked at as peace, but they're going to look at it as boring because they're not ready for that. They think they are, they're not. At first, they may be okay with it and be content, but sooner or later, they'll get an itch for change, basically. So, whatever their persona is on the outside, how they portray themselves to really want love in some way, shape, or form, it's all an illusion. They may really truly believe this about themselves, but underneath all that is them being condescending in nature. Like that's their default mode. They think they're better. They think they are superior to other people. And this person needs to understand the downsides of getting what you want, the downsides of risk taking constantly. You know what I mean? So let this person get what they want. You think this person getting what they want is them winning, but in reality, them getting what they want, there's so much more downsides than there are upsides. And that's what they're going to end up realizing about themselves is that they are the problem. They may be on this journey and it may take them a little bit. They may be looking at you with brand new eyes, looking at you as a force to be reckoned with, somebody who is powerful, influential, cannot be ignored or be put to the side or not acknowledged for having a certain impact. And I don't care who you are, just by you meeting this person, they have to be forced to face that you have an impact, period. Something about you having it all. You have the spirit, the mentality, the way you think, the way you look, the way you speak, okay? What you value, what you prioritize, how you carry yourself. You have it all, pal two. The new you has it all. You don't just prioritize logic, you prioritize feeling. You just have so many aspects of your personality that is very well rounded that people don't realize until it's too late. Okay? And I want to emphasize on your voice, your platform, the way you speak, even if you don't have a platform, just how you are on one-on-one conversations, or if it's in a group setting, doesn't matter. Okay? Don't underestimate that because you got it like that. And it has a lot to do with timing. It has a lot to do with knowing what to say to a person at just the right time, or like having these insights about people and their toxicities or the things that they need to face within themselves. Like you just know what to say, how to hit in the right spot and where they need to be hit. Something is very divine about you, and this person sees that and recognizes it, and that is why you are a force to be reckoned with. And last thing I'm gonna say about this person is that they screwed themselves over. They shot themselves in the foot. Period. So yeah, let's now get into your reading, pal number 2, in meeting the newest version of yourself. The new you has this loving aura surrounding you. I am getting a very put together Venusian vibe, okay? Regardless of gender. So you may put things together very nicely. So is that yourself? Is it what you're creating? Is it both? Whatever you create online, school, work, hobbies, the way you decorate things, your personal aesthetic. But specifically, and what I want to focus on bringing this to your attention is how you put things together when you speak. So how you write things, how you journal, your spoken word. The way you speak is very poetic, even if you don't know what you're going to say before you even say it. The way it comes out or the way things fall into place for you is pure magic. Pile number 2, and you need to know this. Another thing is that this newest version of you, you'll know when you're stepping into this is when you are taking yourself very seriously. You're going to be viewing yourself as your greatest project. So that means incorporating healthier foods into your routine. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm on a diet, or like, I'm just going to be eating like this. No, it's going to be when you wake up in the morning, you will feel as if you are on a mission to take care of yourself. And I'm not saying you're going to be 100% perfect. I'm just saying overall, you're going to be really trying to put in the necessary hard work to like eat foods, train yourself to like certain foods and to feel good. I am also getting like new hobbies. You're going to be finding yourself becoming fascinated with things you didn't think you would be passionate about, a new interest, something else that like sparks your passion for editing or something like that. I don't know. Like for example, you could all of a sudden be really interested in cars, whereas before you didn't care about that kind of thing. Or you could all of a sudden like love cleaning, love organizing. So I don't know, you're going to be extremely fascinated by things you did not realize you would ever be fascinated by. And you're becoming really open to your options, and opportunities will be unfolding for you. And also, this is a very interesting message. You're going to be in constant communication with your higher self, whether you're consciously aware of this or not. So, if you find yourself randomly wanting to do something, you may find yourself being disrupted because your higher self is literally communicating with you and giving you these inklings to try out new things. And that's something that you're going to look back on and be really proud of, is like your progress or your initiative to take action. Also, when it comes to like the regular demands of life too. So your career, your schoolwork, your relationships, the things you need to study, everyday maintenance, self-care, going to the gym. And you're going to be becoming what you want. So if you are a girl, you are going to be becoming the husband that you have always wanted for yourself. And vice versa, if you're a man, you're becoming the woman of your dreams. You know what I mean? Whatever gender you're into, you're becoming the person of your dreams. This underlying theme of becoming whole, merging masculine and feminine characteristics, whatever your yang is to your yin, wherever you are lacking, you are now making up for. Okay? And maybe you have been unconsciously searching for someone to check your boxes, right? But you're like, you know what? And this could be very unconscious. I'm gonna just become what I really want. Or you could be doing this consciously. So, wherever you fall in the spectrum, and basically, whatever you find attractive about someone, you are going to start incorporating whatever it is you find attractive into your personality. So, if somebody you found attractive was knowledgeable about finances and was financially literate, knew how to invest and grow their money, or knew to put their money into a high yields savings account, you're going to start learning about money and how to invest. You're literally becoming what you're attracted to. If you liked how a certain person dressed, you're going to start dressing that way or dressing a certain way to attract that person. But anyways, you're basically making any weaknesses of yours your strength and feeling very determined to do so. So, Pal 2, you guys will be aligning yourself with the love of the universe. What's your frequency? It's love. Your safety net will be love. and understanding. Am I saying that you're never going to make mistakes or be human? No. But at the end of the day, you are actively trying to be at peace and have no hate in your heart and move on from situations. That will be your default mode. You will always fall back into being that type of person. And it's not about being perfect or always trying to come across as something that's good. No, you are just really trying to find that peace. You are really trying to purify yourself and come from a more understanding place instead of feeling hurt and judging. And, learning to mind your own business and not trying to like meddle, you know what I mean? Or think Like at the end of the day, there will be this inner knowing that any challenges that come up for you is there to create a more refined version of you. And believe it or not, you will be surrounded by your soul family, people who resonate with you on a soul level. Maybe you'll see more of this coming about in autumn of any time of the year. It doesn't have to be next year, but just autumn. That's what I was hearing. Timing can vary. At the end of the day, you're not going to feel as alone like you once did. You'll feel more connected to others and you'll have a sense of mutual respect and appreciation, and that's going to be enough for you. And yeah, never underestimate the power of feeling connected and the power of connection overall. Another cool thing that you're going to discover about this newest version of yourself is you're going to enjoy seeing progress and keeping track of whatever projects or whatever progress that you're making. You're going to actually love to see how it progresses, how things grow. So are you growing your hair? Are you growing your money, your finances? Are you growing in terms of like the foods that you're eating? Are you choosing healthier foods? Are you incorporating more medicine into your routine? Are you growing in skill? So whatever you guys decide to cultivate and make progress in is gonna vary, but just open your mind to what it could be. And if before you disliked mundane things or anything that had to do with earthly matters, you are not going to hate it anymore. You're not looking at mundane things as the bane of your existence. You're going to recognize the necessity for it. You're going to recognize that this is also what brings balance into my life. And so I'm not going to look at it in such a negative way. And that's going to help a lot. Like a main thing is how you view things. And that impacts how you go about your life, right? And so you're changing the way you view earthly matters, basically. Like it's not so bad to actually have this sort of security, this sense of stability, right? You're going to be like, no, like this is actually a necessity and I have to respect that. I have to value the balance of it all. And in this newest version of yourself, your motto is going to be, you do you, I do me. So rest in peace to any self-proclaimed victims who believe your existence, Altu's existence, should be catering to their ideologies. Nah, you're going to be very individualistic, very independent streak. And in this new space, it does look like you have mastered the art of detachment without being too far removed. So you still care, you still hold people's hands, you're still loving, you are still that nurturing, loving figure. You just no longer have this entitlement or expectation for anyone else outside of you. Whatever entitlement or expectation you've placed on others or others place on you, you're letting go of that. So you're no longer expecting. And you're also on the receiving end. You don't want anybody to expect anything from you or have this entitlement towards you. Mastering the art of detachment is like this huge thing. It's this huge thing for you. And I don't think you're going to realize it until you feel this energy inside of you. You're not going to realize how important that was in life. And also in this new chapter, if people are seduced by you, whether it's your friends, your lovers, followers, or people in your day-to-day life, they will experience a transformation themselves. You have this way of checking people where you wake them up to sides of themselves they never even knew existed. For the best, for the worst, positive, negative, all of it. You are a literal light bulb, my guy. You wake people up, you bring a lot of awareness, whether they like it or not. The best way I can describe this new energy coming off of you is when you hear thunder rumble. Do you know how like nerve-wracking it is to hear thunder rumble? It's actually scary because you don't know if it's gonna start pouring down rain. It's very disruptive and kind of dangerous, especially like if you're outside and you're not really near shelter, you could get struck, or I don't know, there's something dangerous about your energy. And I just saw this huge bird just come down out my window. Whoa. There's something so menacing about this new you. And I just want to keep reiterating thunder rumbling, the energetic charge you feel when it's storming outside. Like that's how you make others feel. You are disruptive, you charge other people, you bring energy, okay? There's something extremely powerful about this new version of yourself. Don't underestimate yourself, pal, too. When you're stepping into this power unbeknownst to you, you bring change wherever you go. Recognize that, feel that. You don't digest that enough. You don't intake that enough. Wherever you go, change ensues. Change happens to everything around you, to yourself. You do it to yourself, okay? And sometimes you're not even doing it on purpose. It just happens. It's just why you came down here. And you guys may wonder why you end up kind of by yourself or doing things alone or just experiencing independence to an extreme. You experience this or you're alone a lot. Spirit keeps you alone most of the time because you're supposed to tap into this more and more, or you're supposed to spread this energy around, or something about your purpose is really important. And a part of that is you keeping to yourself. So if you ever wonder if why you're alone a lot, that's why. Something about whatever you're focusing your energy or time into, or whatever you're cultivating within yourself, has a greater impact than frivolous meetings with others or frivolous things that you may sometimes want to experience too. Your existence, there is more depth to it than just existing. So yeah. So I'm tapping into like my creatives, my artists, just people who exist to create, basically. That's what I'm tapping into right now. But I am getting people who are great have to sacrifice some things. And you're one of those people, pal, too. You are one of those people. Sometimes people who come here for a greater cause or for something that is more meaningful may not experience life like other people. So like don't compare your life to other people, because there's more meaning to why you came here than, like I said, doing frivolous things. And it's okay to do that once in a while. But if you find yourself kind of like wanting to experience certain things, just know there's a reason why you're living a certain lifestyle. Balance it out and have both, you know, but at the same time, just know that your soul wants this meaning. Your soul wants to be creative. Your soul wants whatever it is that also kind of is heavy. You know what I mean? Your soul wants that, craves it, and feels fulfilled when they're working towards that. So don't get it twisted. Don't think that that's what life is all cracked up to be, because it's not. Going too far that way is not it. So yeah, just balance that out. So yeah, have both, but know that at the end of the day, your soul is going to be so much more happier prioritizing the main thing that you want to, or developing skills. So, pile number 2, the new you is going to be calling in your soul family consistently and aligning yourself to the flow of the universe, learning how to do that, and also being guided towards new ways of being, whether it's by your intuition or any outside guidance, and just dusting yourself off, trying things over and over again, just not giving up on yourself, not giving up on the things you care about, and also practicing and perfecting the way you speak, the way you come across, your persona, surrendering to the will of God, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in, and accepting the outcome of your actions wholeheartedly, and just total acceptance, not being in a state of resistance. When we are in a state of resisting, we suffer, because when we are wishing for something different or for certain things to pan out a certain way, that makes us feel trapped and sad and as if things are out of our control. It's just not a good feeling to go against what is. Your true safety lies in your capacity for radical acceptance and becoming more in alignment with the love of the universe. And it's going to feel supreme to feel love or to love the universe, pal 2. You are definitely changing a certain pattern of thinking in your head, a certain view, a certain belief. Whatever it is you're manifesting, whether that's love, peace, I'm not sure exactly what you guys will be doing, but it's going to be making your view of life better. So, yeah, whatever it is you're manifesting is going to make you feel like you want to take a deep breath. It's just this sigh of relief. Also, pile number 2, the new you is still the real you. The new you is still the real you. It's just the you in the purest form without any contaminants, in its purest form, basically. And then another thing you're going to be realizing is your need to change something in regards to money. So breaking a pattern that you have with your finances, and it's going to impact on how you feel about things. So once you start taking action in this particular area of your life, you're going to feel a noticeable difference just in how you feel about it or because of it. And you'll notice after you start to value or love money, you will move different and it will come naturally. So, hopping on to a different topic, I'm looking at a card that says The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe, and healing. So, Pal 2, just know that you're not just meant to suffer or stay in a state of suffering. You are meant to experience healing. I feel like a good chunk of your life will be exactly that, just healing and moving on to calmer waters, moving forward. Okay, and now I'm switching back to the tea. I don't know if this is the same person that we talked about in the beginning or someone different, but whoever it is that you detach from is going to be realizing your worth, and the fact that they were the happiest when they had you. They may be trying to escape from their past in some way, but this is somebody that you never actually really took seriously to begin with. But yeah, they're just trying to numb out their feelings that they had or have still for you. What they really liked about you is that you were very domesticated, you were grounded, stable, and you brought that sense of security, which they feel is exactly what they need. And what I mean by domesticated is the fact that you were like, I don't know, you may have cooked, you may have cleaned, you may have had like a nice routine and stayed home, mind your business. Like you weren't really trying to do the most. You were just really chill. You were a chill person to be in a relationship with. Things were most of the time predictable. And I'm getting like you were very disciplined, or this person viewed you as very disciplined. Even if you don't feel that you're that way, this is how you came off to this person. You may have been focusing on something at the time of meeting them, a goal, or prioritizing something that meant a lot to you. And you were naturally really good with animals or children, and they just had a natural affinity towards you, just as you did to them. Whether you realize it or not, Paltu, you carried yourself as a wife or a husband, like you're a natural homemaker, or that's one of your gifts too. Knowing how to make someone feel safe and secure. There's just something naturally very nurturing about you and being in your presence. So they may not have realized that or appreciated you, but it took them experiencing others for them to get it through to their head. And this past person may have thought that they could numb themselves or like get past it. And it may have worked for a while, but it's starting to like catch up to this person. And something about them experiencing deja vu with whoever they're currently with or the people they are entertaining. And yeah, I think this is the person I was talking about in the beginning, because it's being brought up again that this person is feeling sick. They're starting to get sick from this connection or whatever they're doing now, physically or mentally or both. Something about them experiencing infidelity with someone that they're with. They may be enthralled by an unstable relationship. They may be with somebody or be entertaining people, but it's coming at a certain price. And that's what they're realizing. They may be up late at night in deep reflection and pity, romanticizing the connection that they had with you. I'm sorry that I keep bringing this up, but it's coming up really strongly. Like this past person is in regret. And you may feel like that too, like in this new version of yourself, you may like be going about your day and then randomly think of this person. It's because they're still hung up. So yeah. So back to the subject at hand. Your past self may have fell victim to a state of confusion just in your general life and even about yourself maybe. And Paul too, even when you received clarity on situations, this past version of you, you went back to being confused. And it had to do with not really trusting or having faith in yourself, in the universe, in life. Like you just had no way of feeling sure. Even when you received answers, you always found a way to be confused, or like things just still plagued you. You just chalked it up to like, okay, time will tell. And you will just see how situations unfold. And that's how you kind of got clarity, is just having time pass. So that was the past version of you. This newer version of you knows what you know, and you know you know. So let me say that again. Believe it or not, this new version of you knows what you know, and you know you know. I hope that made sense. But basically, you will now be experiencing a breakthrough regarding in what you know. So if you're ever wondering about something, wondering who's who, what's what, needing this sense of clarity, you're getting that. This new version of you has clarity, knows what you know, and knows you know. That is beautiful. There will be no back and forth, if ands or buts about the truth, or just like, okay, this could be true. Like, no. Whatever you're seeking, whatever answers you're curious about or wondering, there'll be this absolute feeling of you knowing and not feeling confused about it. And it's okay if you're not even seeing how this could manifest. It's okay to doubt this message. Literally, that's the karma that you went through, is like doubting things and not being fully clear on anything. That's totally normal to feel as this is far off. But I'm telling you, this new version of you knows what you know, and you know, okay? Because even when I first started your reading, I was like trying to figure stuff out about your reading that I was about to do. And then instantly I just got clarity out of nowhere. And I just knew that's the feeling that you're going to feel. It's just, you're just going to have this feeling of, okay, I know the answers. Expect the unexpected when it comes to this new version of yourself. Unexpected surprises, unexpected gifts that you're feeling within you. So you will know when you are in this new energy, when you begin to realize that investing into any new relationships needs to be worth your time, even friendships. You will not want to be around just anybody. You'll be open to new connections. But at the end of the day, you will prefer for things just to fall into place. You want to invest most of your time into growing your influence, where putting yourself out there, just doing things that actually benefit you long term. Maybe you're brushing up on new skills, building a platform, building yourself up at the gym. Like whatever you're doing, you will just be focused on maintaining and just working towards something. Maybe you're focusing more on your finances now and building that. There is this energy of people vying for your attention, fighting for your attention, or be in some sort of competition over you for some reason. And this may be something that's very unexpected that happens to you. Like you won't expect this to happen to you, or this is going to come out of left field for you. People will be overall taking a strong liking to your personality. Like no matter what, you're going to feel like people like you. And this is going to take you by surprise, shock you. The amount will shock you for some reason. People will be looking forward to seeing you, hearing from you, experiencing you in some manner. You're very fun, or people just want to hear what you have to say for some reason, or see what you're creating. And another thing that's changing when you're stepping into this newest version of yourself is how you will be going about your routine. It's going to change drastically, and you're going to be more in tune with how you feel. And even if you always were in tune with how you feel, it's going to be more potent, going to feel louder than how it was before. So you will be nudged in certain directions that will definitely be something you can't avoid or can't escape, and you will listen to it. The way you structured your routine, the way you did certain things, the way you manage your time is going to shift. And right now, your routine may be in a state of fluctuation. Like you're going through this major adjustment period. So be patient with yourself as you settle into this energy. It's not just going to one day you wake up and you're different. No, you're going to settle into your shift. And just know there are other outside factors playing into your new routine. And a major thing that's happening is you slowing down and feeling, not just knowing the concept of knowing that life is a marathon, not a sprint. You're not going to feel the need to rush yourself. You're not going to feel the need to make things hasty or feel like you're in a rush. Okay, you will be feeling as if you need to slow down, balance out your routine in some way, and you will be working on your insecurities, like what you need to fix about yourself, or whatever you need to heal, whatever you need to prioritize. Anything that makes you feel less confident, you will be shifting your focus into making yourself more secure. This can range from how you feel emotionally to like your appearances to real life things, work, school. So you're just going to be working towards improving these areas of your life. You want to feel more safe and good in your body and in your skin, and you want to feel stable in every sense of the word, is really what I'm getting. And one cool thing about this new version is you won't be so afraid to be alone. You're going to love to take yourself out on dates and going on adventures. Pushing yourself further and further out of your comfort zone is a major theme, pal, too. So yes, I see here you will be traveling, whether it's short distance or long distance, whether it's on the internet. Getting to know yourself on a deeper level, asking yourself important questions, journaling, reading, researching about yourself in some way, shape, or form is going to play a major role in this new healing process for you. But you're going to have this thirst for knowledge about your own self. You really want to know who you are. Anything that was mysterious in nature, you want to get to the bottom of when it comes to yourself. That's also going to play an important role of having clarity on situations, because you're going to really know what's you and what's someone else, because knowing yourself is another thing that you need to take into account. I was also seeing that you're going to feel this overwhelming feeling of love. The proudest moments in your life is going to be your capacity to love yourself, love others, find love, look for love. I don't know. Something about love is going to be your saving grace and probably your favorite manifestation. So however you come into this new energy, it's going to be your absolute favorite thing about your future or this present moment. Feeling love. The compassion that you're going to feel is going to be overwhelming. This love for yourself is going to make you feel like you need more time set aside for you. Take care of yourself. There will be no issues in becoming flexible in that and moving slowly in that, because of this respect that you have for yourself that you've been needing. And it's going to make your life 10 times easier. It's going to make your life so much better, because you're going to be not tripping over cutting things out or moving differently. Things that no longer serve you, you're not going to have any issue with that. It's going to be a no-brainer because of this love for yourself, or because of this love that you feel inside of yourself. Do you know how you try to be something so much? You try to brainstorm how you can get to the certain place, but if you switch how you view things, it makes it so much easier to do what you need to do. It's going to be more natural to care. You're not going to have to think about acting on it or try so hard for it. So yeah, a lot about self-discipline, how this love for yourself is going to transform your self-discipline. So no more being rough with yourself, no more brushing over things, no more rushing to get things done. Nothing harsh towards you is going to work anymore. You will feel like you need to settle down or settle in your energy more. I'm not saying you're going to be completely perfect, but I'm just saying a lot more things are going to calm down for you. And like I said, you will no longer feel so alone in this world. So I don't know if there's going to be like proof of that, or just this knowingness inside of you that you're not alone. Like people can say, oh, you're never alone, you're never alone. But like until you feel that way inside of you, it's not going to sink in. It's not going to compute. So yeah, you're going to be feeling this in your bones, and there's something about your spirit guides, your higher self showing up for you when you need it. And I'm seeing you hang out with your spirit guides or your higher self or yourself, just learning things about this universe and having things be made more clear to you and having that be more strong. I'm seeing here that there's a part of you that you didn't know you had that is also awakening. You will be basically advising yourself at the end of the day, making yourself get into the habit of going outside more, or making things that are good for you a part of your routine. And it's just as important. You're basically making it a priority, making yourself a priority for you to recharge your batteries. And you will no longer feel this lack of being in this repetitive cycle. You will be balancing out working and also wanting to enjoy your life, because you not balancing that out is coming from a place of lack or insecurity, and you feeling like you need to constantly climb this uphill battle that seems endless. You're going to see the truth about that, or feel that inside of you. This constant exertion, overworking, this constant hyper masculinity, this constant output, and what that does to somebody. Like, I don't know, you're going to be seeing the truth about that and how it's never ending. You may have known this before, but something about you is going to make a change. It's going to resonate with you on a deeper level, and you're going to feel that coming from within you. You're just overall prioritizing the flow of life. the ebbs and flows. It looks like basically a major theme of balance. Yeah, I just see this overall new perspective on balance and this appreciation for it instead of, oh, I need to do this for my own good. Nah, like you're gonna actually want to do it for yourself. You're gonna want to appreciate your own body, value it, value your needs, and you're gonna see how it makes you a better creator, a better producer, a better thinker. You're stepping into a version of yourself that is more in tune and reflective. And what I mean by reflective is you will literally take time out of your routine to try to understand whatever is unfolding in your life. You will clear out your mind time and time again. You won't be in the state of fear. And if you slip up from time to time, you know that at the end of the day, like the universe has your back and they're gonna catch you, or something will come to save you or help you or bring you some sort of net, this safety net to put you on a better path, or just somehow, some way, everything will fall into place no matter what, and you will feel it. You're no longer trying to convince yourself of that. There is this renewal, this faith inside of you, and it's getting stronger and stronger. Your faith is getting stronger and stronger. So instead of being from this place of worry to transitioning into a state and sense of peace, and it's going to make you feel so emotional, so grateful, and you're going to find it way easier to move on from people, places, and things. You're more at ease and you're way more patient with how things unfold. Like anything that ends for you or certain situations that happen to you, you're not going to feel as resentful of it happening to you. You're going to be like more in an empowered state of like, thank you. Thank you, universe, for showing me, for teaching me, for having me move in a certain direction. Okay, now what's next? What's next for me to see, to learn, bring to my awareness? And something about you seeing or feeling all the moving parts in your life and just not forcing things. You are in a state of flow. And yeah, sure, things don't go as planned, or things just don't work out the way you want it to, but you will be in this state of acceptance. So you're just taking people, places, and things for what they are. And people will feel this exuding off of you and your aura. It will be felt and it's not fake. Like there's a difference when somebody is acting unbothered and you sense that that's not really who they are. It's just an act. But people will be seeing and sensing this off of you and knowing that it's not an act. And people's opinions or thoughts of you will not be able to move you or affect you as much as it used to. There's this power that you're coming into and this emotional security and self-assurance that is now you. If spirit places people in your life from time to time to test that, exercise that muscle, how to see if it works. See if whatever happens to you can move you, you know? Let people misunderstand, judge, assume, or project things onto you. They're going to come into your life to test how you can sometimes over explain things. There's sometimes going to be people who test how secure you really are by projecting their opinions onto you. Let's see what happens. Are you going to allow them to? Are you going to stand your ground and show yourself and that person that you really do love yourself, and no one outside of you is going to come into your life and confuse you? No, that's not going to happen no more. And also another thing you're learning that's really important is you're learning to let people. Let people. Just let them. Whatever conclusion that they come about you, whether it's to your face or not, you're just allowing people to think what they want and paint you as a certain type of way if they want to. I feel like a lot of things that's happened in your life was all in preparation for what you're being built for. How to. There is this energy of you being prepared. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. If you enjoyed this reading and if it's in your best interest, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching. Peace. So welcome, pal number 3. This is going to be your reading on meeting the newest version of yourself. Alright, so something about autumn may be significant for this group. The songs Future Starts Now by Kim Petras and She by Selena Gomez are 2 synchronistic songs for this group, so check out the lyrics if you want more information. So in this new era, you guys are listening to your own gut, your own intuition like never before, and you are freeing yourself on a spiritual level. You are not going to be as wasteful when it comes to your time, and your perception on what wastes energy is going to be different. You guys are letting go of any bitterness or disappointments that you may have previously faced from past people. There is this theme of forgiveness, a readiness to let go of it all. Whatever older people experience, or people in general experience before getting ready to die, is what you will be experiencing. So you know how people come to like sudden realizations or profound understandings, wisdom, this gratefulness, this great love and appreciation for life, this sort of purification that happens before you die, is what you will be experiencing in this new era, this new version of you. You'll be having a lot of experiences where you're just like realizing things. I'm not saying you are dying literally, just that you are peaking already faster than other people, or way before your time. I don't know, this is general, so this is a very interesting message, so just bear with me. It's going to be extremely difficult for you to entertain fakery from other people, like any fake love sent towards you. I'm seeing you call it out. You'll be able to sense any weird energy from other people that may be curious about you or wanting to befriend you in some way. You're going to be able to see through to people's real intentions and how they feel at any given moment towards you. So yeah, any switching up in their moods or behaviors, you're going to be able to pick up on that. You're going to be very acute, and it's going to be creepy to other people. It will creep them out because it's not normal, and this is what they're going to be thinking. This is not normal for this person to be this aware. It's unusual for someone to have this sort of heightened sense of awareness, and it's almost going to feel like you're this different being that exists, this different breed. Like, what are you? Who are you? How do you know? And something about the timing. So I'm seeing this magical experience when it comes to you. When people enter your bubble, when people enter your auric field, they will be experiencing this. Because this is what you experience when you're alone. Yeah, I'm seeing people be simultaneously creeped out by you and what you say, but also like very intrigued by the experience that you give them. It's like you saying to someone that they're pregnant before they even realize that they're pregnant. Or it's like you saying, hey, you're going to win the lottery in 3 days. And 3 days later, they do. Basically, bizarre happenings like that. Of course, these are examples. So on a more mundane level, maybe you'll know when someone's just in a certain mood without them vocalizing it. Regardless, your new energy will be this knowing, this magicalness. You will also have this special ability that makes you stand out from others, or multiple abilities. It's general, but I feel like this is like gonna make you stand out in a big way. I feel as if you will be able to see and sense BS before it comes your way, or as it's happening. It's gonna be extremely difficult for people to manipulate you in this new era, or like people getting the best of you, moving you, making you feel some type of way. Something you have been working on is ready to be tested, and I don't know, it's manifesting before your eyes. Suddenly you will know who or what to entertain. You will know when to move forward, when to pause, to take a step back. You will know, you will know, you will know. Whatever is happening to you will be easing your weariness that you've previously felt. This anxiety, this fearful behavior that you've always had with people. I'm seeing you have this ability to use your own wisdom and this remarkable intuition in a way where it shields you from unwise choices and dystopia, a place that you previously fell victim to. In the past, you may have had issues when it came to other people. You've been through conflicting relationships, competitions, failures, distrust, heaviness, this distaste with people. But you're going to be feeling lighter, Pile 3. And this could be happening as we speak or in the future. We're all on different timelines. But I want to bring up what I stated earlier and get more deep into the fact that you're not going to be wasting your time. And I mean this in terms of your interactions. I don't mean just hanging out with others or getting to know them. I mean like you're not going to be overthinking what they do, what they say as much, okay? Very much this unbothered type of energy. If you previously used to overanalyze or worry or speak too much or say what you mean and over explain it, you're not going to be doing that. You're going to be making certain choices and not second guessing it. You're going to be communicating how you feel with conviction, but not out of a need for others to agree with you, to see your perspective, to get them to perceive you in a certain type of way. You're not going to be worried so much about being perceived. So I'm just giving you these examples so you get the gist. There's less of a need to defend yourself. There's less of a need for you to fight for a certain spot in someone's life. Or, like I said just now, for you to be seen in a particular light, or to fight for someone to see your worth, to see that you are valuable, for someone to believe in you. There's this sense of releasing, this release of everything that comes with ego, this need to prove. Perceive me this way. That little chair you used to be sitting on is becoming a throne. And I mean that metaphorically. The switch up between how you were giving away your power to sitting in your power now is crazy. It is a huge difference in energy. As I am saying all this, I really want you to sit with this. Pause after every sentence I say. Really absorb the information that I am telling you, because this isn't light work. Whatever you are freeing yourself from, Pile 3, is huge. Some people never even get to experience this. So make no mistake, I'm getting this feeling of being settled, being comfortable in your own skin, this stillness, like I said, this clarity, the energy of you sitting back, relaxing, and watching things unfold before you. No more rushing to go prove yourself. No more fighting for you to be validated. No more wishing for you to be heard, to raise your voice up a notch, to make others hear you, to fight for people to understand you. I'm seeing you fall all the way back, letting things happen for you, understanding, just understanding that, and just no longer feeling trapped because of it, no longer feeling limited in that way or stuck in that type of being. I feel like something you really struggled with was coming off in a more graceful, refined manner, or saying things in a more tactful way. Perhaps you may have been a bit brash, blunt, unfiltered. And I am seeing this elegant version of you now emerge. You may have had to master holding your tongue or know when to hold back on certain things. Your emotions is something you needed to tame, Pal 3. It was a big lesson for you. You've learned to, or will learn to, direct your emotional nature in a more proactive manner. And I'm seeing this new version of you have an easier time with this and not struggle as much. You are calculated, Pal 3, in this new era. You are sophisticated. And most of all, you are unbothered. In fact, you almost relish now, believe it or not, in sitting back and watching. You are more interested in doing that than unleashing and indulging into your reactions. You definitely get off in pulling back, saying less, doing less, and just focus on yourself and your own endeavors. That lingering energy of desperation for validation is dead. The need to be somebody or to be recognized as someone important is also dead. Now, I'm not saying you don't put yourself out there, Pal 3. I'm just saying when you do, you don't expect much from putting yourself out there. You're not hoping for something to happen once you put yourself out there. You're not wanting to or wishing to be perceived in a certain light. You're not so desperate once you put yourself out there for that feedback. It just is. You just put yourself out there because you like to. You just put yourself out there because you want to in that moment. It's not much to it. Okay? And I also see that future you or the present you that you're literally witnessing as I speak has no problem speaking your truth and saying what you need to say, setting the record straight when you need to, or explaining things as they come. But as far as you pushing for it to happen, or you needing to say something in that moment for somebody to perceive you in a certain way, no. Are you going out of your way to be seen? No. Also, you're going to be in this energy where you're going to allow for bygones to be bygones. So, again, letting go. Releasing. So, I'm seeing here that you're going to be running with something, or something's going to take off. I'm seeing you take off with something or run with something and never look back. I don't know if it's a metaphor or literal, but something about you discovering something, like, or ever since you discovered something, you wasted no time. You pushed yourself. You became a bulldozer and you crushed any obstacles or setbacks in your way. Whatever you did for yourself, however you helped yourself, is why you came to this newfound faith. And this whole process was slow, but it's the reason why you no longer have fear in your heart, and why you became so powerful, so powerfully grounded in your own energy, and you tamed your inner beast in some way, where you're more at peace. It's not enough for me to even explain to you, Pal 3, how much abundance will follow. Because even if I say what's going to happen, it's like your own mind will limit yourself. And it's more than what you think, Pal 3. It's more. In ways you won't even be able to fathom. The abundance will flow to you, and there's something immeasurable about it. You know, the infinity symbol, like that. It's just a huge part of where you're at in life, or where you will be. When you look back at this reading, you'll understand completely. Everything really does work out, Pal 3. That's what I'm trying to say. No, I didn't waste my own time, is what you will be thinking. And I am more capable than what I thought. I am so much more than how I felt. And what I have to say is so much more important than what I give myself credit for. My sense of belonging is so much greater than what I thought was possible. That is what you will be thinking to yourself. So yeah, Pal 3, anyone who tries to play you will end up playing themselves. This goes for past, present, and future people. What I mean by that is anyone who truly believes that they have you figured out, or tries to put you in a box, will end up regretting it, or feeling like they missed the mark. Their chance at having you, or talking or befriending you, they're going to realize that it's a missed opportunity, sooner or later. I don't know exactly how things will unfold, but it will be shown that they were wrong. And I'm seeing you not even lifting a finger or having to try. Things will just naturally blow up in their face. How beautiful. For having doubted you, or just them being a victim in their poor choices or judgment. I'm seeing people you've dealt with be burned by breakups, or if it's more on a professional level, maybe it's contracts with certain businesses, work, just overall things not working out, bad luck overall with other friends, associates, romantic affairs, family. So basically anyone who hated on you or hates on you just so happens to experience a world where they are constantly having to defend themselves or get ready for some conflict. It just so happens. I don't know. They just get the shitty end of the stick, basically. On another note, if you've been dealing with people or talking, getting to know new people, or just putting yourself out there where you interact with people, I want to tell you one thing that people can't stand about you is the fact that you don't chase. People can't stand that you do not have any eagerness to chase after them. And I'm getting, this is particularly felt in your romantic affairs. But yeah, that's funny. I thought you should know that. But I do see that you have no problem in pursuing others if you feel safe in doing so. But more often than not, you don't feel safe around these people who want you to chase them. And I am feeling like this justified stance in your energy too. Like something about people that you know deep down inside is that things like that can be very fleeting and wasteful to deal with certain personalities. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like you feel as if people do not work on themselves enough for you to feel like you need to chase them, or it'll be worth the fight or worth the battle. You may be missing out on something, because you don't feel like you're missing out on anything. Because I'm telling you right now, if someone came along that you felt you could go towards and feel safe in doing so, maybe somebody who was more in touch with their intuition, maybe somebody who was more in touch with their emotional intelligence, you would 100% put in the effort towards being their friend or person. So yeah, don't trick yourself into thinking you're not capable of love. Or don't let anybody outside of you make you feel as if you are not capable. Because it's not true. You are. You are very much capable. But yeah, I'm also seeing that you'll be having fun, like getting to know new people and having the pleasure of dissecting complex personalities that may come towards you. And I'm seeing people who are more complex be drawn towards you. People who are more difficult to figure out will be the most drawn towards you, like no other. And you'll be having fun because it's your own little personal jigsaw puzzle to unravel for fun. A new version of you may at times love solving tricky puzzles, but you also find yourself kind of over it at the same time. Perhaps wanting to balance it out and soothe yourself and just take care of your own needs. And also, you really want to figure out why you attract certain energies, wanting to get to the bottom of things. And another thing, you will be interested and actively wanting to get to know yourself a bit more, get to know this new version of yourself a bit more. Another thing that will be changing about your situation is you won't be comfortable in chaotic situations anymore. It will truly disturb you to be in anything chaotic, to be in anything that may disturb your energy or peace. You will enjoy peaceful interactions and doing the least, just nothingness, way more, believe it or not. Once you start doing this, embodying this energy, like not being easily bothered, angered, reactive, triggered, or sucked into drama, you will notice that this energy will flip. Like it will suddenly come from other people. They will suddenly feel more triggered. They will find themselves reactive, angered, bothered. Like instead of it come from you, it may come from other people. But yeah, it's opposite now. So the roles have switched. And that may resonate for some people, not everybody. So pile 3, am I saying you're never going to be angry or triggered? No. I'm just saying you will be less in that dramatic energy. I'm seeing you transition overall into a more peaceful era. Yeah, you still may react, you're a human. But at the end of the day, you chillin'. Someone that is the same gender as you may be enamored by you during this new phase. This person is kind of obsessive and a bit of a red flag. And by that I mean they come with a lot of karma. Yet they're kind of hard to resist, unfortunately. But this person could be all up in your business, looking you up, trying to see what they missed out on. They could miss you or miss your energy. Something about you that they miss is that you were very down to earth. And you may have been like this foodie type of person. I don't know, a person who just enjoys to chill, relax, unwind, enjoying the simple pleasures of life. Someone who likes just go outside, relax. A lover. I don't know. This could be a friend, someone from your past, or it could be someone new. I don't know. It's general. Let me not make it specific. You could have stepped out on this person, or they could have stepped out on you, or you guys could have just explored other options and decided to stop dealing with each other. And this person, the best way I can describe this energy that they have is a plague. So it goes beyond a literal sense, a literal disease. The metaphorical meaning truly means a pervasive affliction, a destructive force, or a persistent problem that is very pestering. Or it can even mean that this person carries the energy of a natural disaster, a walking tower moment, basically. So they can basically cause a lot of harm, destruction to themselves or to others. Their energy is something that takes over. Their energy is big, and it's something that can easily take over. This person carries this, what feels like a curse or some sort of affliction. Maybe the curse is that they miss you and it's caused them this great pain or source of anger in their life, and it's been to their own demise, their own detriment. The way it may have played out or manifested, maybe it manifested in an unhealthy, toxic, dangerous way that you literally have no idea the extent of how much it became a burden. Maybe you only know the tip of the iceberg of what happened in this person or what's happening in this person's life. I'm definitely feeling this is somebody who is in the LGBT community, okay? I know this is getting specific, but it is what it is. They want to know who you are now, who's in your life. And if the person that's in your life is cuter than them, God, okay. This person may want to know who you are with now, who's in your life. If they're cuter than them, they may have been looking at who you are following or who's following you type of energy, or like who's in your comments, who's in your likes. They're curious about like your options, or like who's into you, what type of people are into you, or what type of people are you into. This is somebody you kicked out, blocked, left, rejected, said no to, and they may be experiencing someone cheat on them or betray them. They could be looking to like cheat back or get their revenge in some sort of way. I don't know. I'm getting that this person is not doing well, to the point where you can see that they are sick, like on a physical level. It's showing that they're not doing well. You can tell. Maybe they have been partying a lot or prioritizing everything but themselves. So it could be literal partying or just energetically. They may have been surrounded by Jezebel spirits, people who literally suck them dry with no remorse. Perhaps they've been surrounded by lustful spirits, deceitful spirits, immoral behaviors. So basically around people who have certain spirits attached to them. So much so that it shows how this energy has sucked them dry. It's crazy how it shows on the surface. Anyway, the behavior is not cute to them anymore, apparently. I don't know. Maybe they're coming to that realization that this type of behavior is just not cute. This person wants you back, pal 3. You are not even close to anything like what they have been facing. Type of personality that they have been facing. Just beware that this person is constantly watching you. They are seeing whatever you've been working on come into fruition. Things that have taken a long time to come together. They may view you as like somebody who's like very precious, or somebody who is like best thing they never had, or the best thing they could never keep. This person is the type of person to touch a stove while the fire is on, okay, get burned, say ow, and continue to touch the stove and turn it on. Okay, so this person can't help but to continue vicious cycles. This is the type of person to get bit by a poisonous insect and then chase the insect and ask, why are you trying to hurt me? Why are you trying to bite me? The insect is made that way. The insect can't help but be that way. That's the type of energy that that person has, okay? They are literally clueless or can't seem to understand their own shortcomings, or have yet to realize. Anyways, like I was saying earlier, the karma that they have is steep, or whatever they're meant to endure in this life. This person may be experiencing a major death moment, an ending, a betrayal, and this has to do with somebody in their close circle. They want to know, like I said, who you're with now, or snooping. If you're not with anybody, they just want to know who's liking you, who's checking you out. Maybe if it's not so obvious on your social media that you're with anybody, maybe trying to see if you are with anybody. Yeah, this person is creeping for sure, and they are in their feelings. This person is the type of person who loves to break their own heart. This is the type of person who would let themselves go broke for love. And they could even be somebody who is a player or have player tendencies at the same time. So it's very contradicting how this person is. And they are mad or hating on the fact that you look like you are gaining momentum in some way, shape, or form. You look better off in some way, shape, or form. If it's not like achievements or success, you just look better off than when they last seen you. They also hate the fact that you are better at whatever game that they try to throw at you. They can't out petty you, basically. You guys may, hate to say it, share the same qualities. So you see right through. Because of that, you've been there, done that, and have an in-depth understanding when it comes to how people maneuver. You understand the motives. Real recognize real. What's funny is that they made it seem to other people as if you dealing with them was the best thing that could have happened to you, when in reality, it's the other way around. Them dealing with you was the best thing they ever experienced. So let's clear that up, please. Because wait, who's the one spying? Who's the one checking up on who? Who's the one who can't seem to let go or shake or get rid of this curse that they have on their back? Okay, thank you. Because if you really felt like somebody you once dealt with wasn't worth your time, your energy, added no value, added no healing, nothing to your life, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't check up on them time and time again. The birds are backing me up. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't check up on them time and time again. So yeah, this hater needs to check themselves. Because being delusional is crazy work. The way you take care of yourself, or however much money you have, even if it's just the way it looks on the outside, makes them feel lack. As if now they need to treat themselves. There's this competitive one-up type of energy that they feel towards you that they themselves can't put their finger on. I don't know. Maybe you're spoiling yourself, or maybe people are spoiling you or gifting you online, or you get to show off in some sort of way online. Is it yourself that you're showing off? Is it what you know that you're showing off? Is it your lifestyle? Is it your hobbies or interests? Is it your style that you're showing off? Decor? Is it a particular thing that you have that you're showing off? Whatever it is, you get to show off in some way. Whatever it is that you're most proud of, you get to show that off. Maybe it's that you're a colorful person and you live these different lives and you're showing that off. Or you get to travel. Just the way you honor yourself. Pile number 3. It shows. So either you could be doing this for yourself, or a person is doing this for you, is giving you this life, or both. So take whatever resonates. So whoever this person is, they may be in the middle of getting a taste of their own medicine. So whatever they did to you, did to others, is what's being done to them as we speak, or at the time of hearing this message. Whoever they're messing with, that's literally their karma. And they may be experiencing getting harassed by their so-called friends, but their friends are really just haters in disguise. And that's what they get for wanting to be around people so bad. When you literally want to be around people so bad, you'll literally be around anybody. You'll literally take anything, take anyone. And so you make yourself vulnerable to toxic people and toxic behaviors, and you'll tolerate things you shouldn't be tolerating. And guess what? It will rub off on you. And they're greedy and needy. And that's what they get for being that way. Hold on. I want to see what this person's sun, moon, or rising. I'm going to roll out 3 different signs and we're going to see who is this person. Sun, moon, or rising. So I'm getting 11th house. So this person could have 11th house placements or be an Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. This person could have 4th house placements or be a Cancer, sun, moon, or rising. This person could have 1st house placements or be an Aries, sun, moon, or rising. Now, of course, that may not resonate for every person because this is general, but I just wanted to clear it up for anybody who needed that extra confirmation. So yeah, but part 3, it is no wonder why this person can't let you go. The person you're becoming is so exciting, so alluring, full of options. People love you, and it shows. Strangers view you as family, as part of their community. You have many admirers, fans, groupies, waiting on you in some way. You have discovered an abundance of something, or you have an abundance of something. So it could be a discovery or something you have from within. Perhaps if it is within, it's manifesting itself outwardly. Like how you feel about yourself is being projected out and coming back, which is giving you a lot more love and gratitude or options. And that could be love options or opportunities to make money. Something about you is detoxing from chemicals, people, things, technology, food, habits, substances. The list goes on and on. It can be anything. But detoxing in general will be important. You will feel blessed when you make space for other things to take up space in your life. When you make room, when you cut off things you need to cut off, you will understand this. You will feel blessed. You will feel this new energy. And the new you will make room. There's like this theme of you struggling with your past? I don't know. Were you reckless in some way? Was your energy reckless? You had really nothing anchoring you. No will, no stability, no purpose, no direction. No sense. And I don't mean that in like a bad way. I just mean like you were really naive, okay? But yeah, the new you has that. And it's some sort of answered prayer. The new you is beyond grateful, loves the present moment, honors earth, and just feels rich no matter what. Nothing really gets to you. The new you is not pressed, it's blessed. It's not depending on things outside. New you doesn't need for things to be a certain way to be happy. It's unconditional. You'll feel like you have enough. Your focus will be on what you have instead of what you could attain. So you're manifesting as we speak things that are important or the right things for you specifically, or this will be you. And if this already happened, you manifested things that are in alignment, and you will notice the things that are the easiest to manifest coming in quickly for you. You'll know, okay, this is for me when you manifest, and it happens right then and there. Those are the things that are in perfect alignment with you. I'm seeing the people that will be for you. There will be this flow, this ease. Being with the people that are meant for you, the friends that are supposed to be there for you, they're going to be easy to get along with. They're going to be easy to talk to. It's going to be in alignment for you, and you'll feel that because of how easy it is to spend time. And that's how you'll know if certain people are in alignment too. But yeah, besides that, overall, there will be no block or bottomless feeling when it comes to attaining certain things you want in this new era or chapter. Like chasing. And you're more patient. You don't care how quickly things need to get done. You just don't care. You're almost winning because you're defeated. You've given up on trying so hard, and that's what will bring you all of this goodness, this detachment, because of maybe how hard you were on yourself or how hard things had to be. And you're just going to be like, no, I can't do this anymore. You'll be defeated in those things, or exhausted from trying so hard. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that I have for you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, leave a like, comment, or you guys can follow me on my Instagram or TikTok. It's kyxgamemode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace out.